I mean, deals, checking out locations. It's so simple to do this. You don't need money. You don't need credit. You just need to start. And I want to show you how to start. To do this, you don't need money. You don't need credit. It's so simple to do this. You don't need money. You don't need credit. You just need to start. It's so simple to do this. You don't need money. You don't need credit. You just need to start. And I want to show you how to start. It's completely free training. Take about 120 minutes of your time, and I'm going to put you in the game, I guarantee you. Click the link below. Register. This will be sold out like everything else I do. And I'd love to have you be there to start your real estate career, okay? Or continue with your real estate career. I'll show you some tricks you've never seen before. How to buy with no money down. How to get a loan below market. And how to ensure that your first deal makes you at least one before. Tricks, how to buy with no money down. That's not a trick that's out there. That's easy. Okay? Just go, all you got to do, you don't know how to do it, just go to a mortgage person. Easy. How to get a rate below market. Easy. I mean, these are not tricks, folks. These are not tricks. I mean, you see, the problem is people are greedy. They're greedy and they're stupid. If you're greedy and you're stupid, you're going nowhere in life. You got to ask yourself the question, okay, so if this is all true, why is he doing this? It's free. What's in it for him? Right? This is a predator. It's a parasite. These people are making money off of you. They're not making money off investing. They're making money off of you. This is the theme, folks, and I point this out because all these guys are doing the same bullshit. Fucking con man. Unbelievable. Check this out. Look what I found. I ran across the other day. Kevin had his wife start a channel. I guess she stopped it. Probably like
Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you all today about...
You're married to a fraud, and I'm sure you know he's a fraud. I wish nothing but the worst for you and your family, because I don't like frauds. I don't like people who deceive others, who take from people. I don't like scammers.
About a very real issue that Kevin and I have been having. It's actually been something that has been...
Shut the fuck up. Clickbait bullshit. What a scumbag. You can take a look at his channels now. He's got 5 channels. No. 6 channels. No, 5 channels. Yeah. E-Hack. House Hack. What a fucking scam artist. This guy makes me so sick. I've got more coming on him, by the way. I've got videos in queue on him, by the way. Who's not promoting these scammers? They're all fucking, it's a circle jerk, okay? It's a big circle jerk. And this Vlad guy, probably he's getting paid to promote these guys, okay? He's probably getting paid to do it. A lot of these guys are getting paid. You understand that, right? You all realize that, right? They're getting paid. This guy's a bullshit artist. Who would trust this fucking scammer? Complete piece of garbage. I'm sure Patrick Bet David is on here. But I'm wondering if Robert Kiyosaki is here.
There you go. How did I know? I bet you he is. Guess not. Oh, there you go. There you go. See that? Uh-huh. I bet you Raoul Paul. Raoul Paul. Let's see. No? How about Peter Schiff? Fucking clowns. Does anybody here think that Peter Schiff is credible, by the way? Anybody? Yeah, that Miles Franklin is a fucking scam. Yeah, I knew that was all, fucking bullshit. Gold pumpers, Miles Franklin, fucking scammers promoting bullshit. His dad, obviously, you take a look at his dad, and you can tell. I mean, complete bullshit. You want to take a look, folks? Just every single person on here, you can it's fucking predictable. Disinformation and bullshit. Fucking bullshit artist. Of course, you got Ed Griffin. I pointed him out the other day. Fucking con man. It's the same. It's all the same bullshit. Mike Pinto, fucking clown. Mike Pinto, he was telling everybody in 2013 there's a bond bubble. Bond bubble. It's going to collapse. He fucking wrote a book. What a fucking loser. Mike Pinto, I think he's related to Columbo. You all know Columbo? Look, it looks like fucking Columbo. That's an insult to Columbo, by the way. Peter Falk, right? This guy, what's his name? James. He's from Doug Casey bullshit. Another fucking penny stock pumping fucking clown. This guy, another fucking scammer. He was Craig Hemke. Notice the last name. Folks, they're all, you can see they're all kind of related. Let's just say they're all related. All of them. Every single one of them. Coincidence? I think not. Something's going on here. You notice, and there's the Lynn Alden. Yeah, this Hemke guy, for many years, he wouldn't tell anybody his name. And then he finally came out. He was hiding, by the way. Dude, I exposed Alicio Restiani fucking 15 years ago, by the way. That guy's a fraud. He's a fucking scammer and fraud. Disinfo scammer and fraud. Obvious scammer and fraud. I exposed that fucking fraud 15 years ago when he teamed up. You do know that he teamed up with Brian Rose? That's when I knew Brian Rose is a scammer. He teamed up with Brian Rose and Peter Schiff. I still probably have the video somewhere. He's a fucking scam artist is what he is. Not only is he's a fucking clueless scam artist. He's absolute fucking clueless fucking scam artist. Fucking idiot. Obvious. Just folks, just take a look at the list. Every single person on, you can tell. Take a look at the channel, and then if you understand the channel. Oh, okay, yeah, Andy Scheckman runs the Miles Franklin. Oh, okay. I thought he ran the all these. You're dealing with scammers. Take a look at the channel, Gold Pumping Channel. Kitco is also a scam. Something weird happened to Kitco. Kitco became very fucking corrupted about 10 years, about 15. about 15 years ago, and they got in bed with all these fucking scammers, and then they teamed up with The Street. And you can see now, Kitco actually, because Kitco is a gold company.
Hey everyone, I'm Jeremy Sapper, and this is Kitco.
And what happened? I actually exposed John Williams. He's the like the unofficial economist for all these gold pumpers. He's a fucking clown. They would all go to him. And John Williams would come out with all this horse shit predicting hyperinflation. This was like 15 years ago. I wrote an article on it, like a 30-page article, exposed the fuck out of John Williams. And I exposed what he was doing in the whole gold pumping scene. It's actually, if I might say myself, some of you may have read the article. Can I say it was a brilliant article? I think it was fucking brilliant. In fact, after I basically exposed the whole gold pumping scene, the senior analyst at Kitco actually emailed me and complimented me and told me he was shocked how like much I nailed the fuck what was going on. He was like, wow. And his name was Nader, Nadar. I think Nadar, the analyst. And after that, shortly after that, guess what? He was no longer working at Kitco once I exposed that email. You see? You can read the article. Let's see. John Williams. John Williams. I'm not sure what the article was called. Huh. Here you go. Dismantling John Williams' hyperinflation predictions. I'm afraid to even pull this article up because I may have some YouTube unfriendly things on the side. I didn't have any in the article, I don't think. YouTube unfriendly, in other words, speaking the truth, exposing what's going on and who runs the show. You can't do that. Let me take a quick look. Well, anyway, in this article, after this article is, I exposed the living shit. I devastated the holy Jesus out of all these fucking the whole gold community. I dismantled the fucking shit out of all of them. And I'm talking all these they were all fucking devastated when I continued to expose all this shit. And you're dealing with fucking cult members. They just, they don't care about reason. They're all cheerleaders, right? They're cheering for their whole thing. You're trying to waken them up. And that's why none of them, none of the kingpins, none of them would ever, they're afraid of me. That's why I know all these fuckers are afraid of me. All these motherfuckers out there are afraid of me. Okay? All of them. All of them. I'm one of the most feared fucking people out there because I know the fucking truth and how sharp as a fucking razor blade. Okay? You got it? I know this. I've been exposing these fucking scammers for a very long time. So the senior analyst at Kitco wrote me an email complimenting me on how, this is an analyst, gold analyst, right? And I was basically exposing the whole fucking gold pumping scheme. I completely debunked everything John Williams said, complete horse shit. And then after, not long after that, Nader was no longer there. And Kitco completely turned into a fucking shit show scam portal, pumping all these fraudsters with just, doomsday fake information bullshit. You can go through their channel and I'll guarantee you every single person is a con artist and or contrarian indicator. Oh, look, hour ago, Ed Bukowski. Anybody know this guy? This guy is a He's a financial advisor from Dallas he got involved. He was one of these fucking, and of course he's got the right last name, by the way, wink wink, to be in the media. He was some commentator on, I think, CNBC quite often. He talked a lot about politics, and I think he got involved in like something with Trump or some type of controversy that happened. He said something, and he got booted, and then something political. You can look into it. It's interesting. Maybe you might remember it once you read it. And so what happened to him is his business kind of collapsed. He was dealing with a lot of athletes, and I think Schwab like pulled his. He was working through Schwab. I think he sued Schwab and all this nonsense. Anyway, this guy's full of shit. He's full of fucking shit. I think I met the guy once. I'm not sure. So he, anyway. So it's just a bunch of fucking horse shit, and you're getting the typical horse shit. You can take a look. Everything is going to be doom. Gold is going to go up. The economy's bad. And here's another fucking shyster here. This Palm Boy. I mean, you could tell. You all know, like you got an eye for last names, right? I mean, you can tell she's a whole, the group that gets her in the media. She was on CNBC for a while, and they're trying to position her as an expert. Her calls are so fucking bad. Even she, being a privileged one, was kicked out of CNBC, I think. And so she's, oh look, Adam Taggart. Fucking scam artist. You all remember Adam Taggart, right? He's got his channel that pitches the same types of fucking lunatics that are on this channel, pitching doom, scaring you, all types of horse shit, only so he can come out and tell you that he's offering there's a free portfolio review. You can get a free portfolio review from one of his trusted advisors. Now, he doesn't tell you right there that he's getting a cut, right? Just a complete fucking scammer. Of course, he was doing that with Chris Martenson. He branched off on his own, and Chris Martenson continued to do that shit. Fucking scammers. They all know who I am. Okay? Complete horse shit. Just dirtbags. Scum. Nomi Prenz, another fucking scam artist. This is of course, she's also, they're all related, folks. They're all related, okay? Do a fucking DNA test, get a genetic analysis, and you'll see there's a common lineage there, all of them. Write it the fuck down. I can tell by the names, it's pretty obvious, even though you got a lot of name changings and stuff, but Nomi Prenz is a fucking scammer. How they promoted her, she's a gold pumping scammer. How they promote her is like, oh, well, she's former Goldman Sachs. I've seen a lot of fucking lunatic idiots out of Goldman Sachs, by the way, including, I didn't know this for the longest time. I happened to have walked across the other day, and I saw Bloomberg. Now, I know the name, their chief economist, this like Hatzius guy. I kind of recognize the name. I'd never seen the guy or heard the guy. And I was like, holy shit, this guy's an idiot. He's a complete fucking idiot. Goldman Sachs chief economist is a fucking idiot. Write that down. And I'm thinking like, what? He's a fucking clown. Anyway, so her deal is like, they want to position her as like, but the thing is like, she actually worked in some different department, which they don't tell you about. I think she worked in IT or something. But when USA watchdog Greg Hunter, the gold kingpin, the guy who promotes all these fucking scammers, his YouTube channel is gone now. He would promote her a lot. Oh, she's Goldman Sachs, and what did she have to say? And the reality is that she doesn't know anything about the capital markets. But she got on the gold pumping bandwagon. Why? Folks, these people, if they got something to sell you, they're going to tell the interviewer anything they want to hear to get in front of that audience. That's how media works. You understand? I'm not going to ever fucking do that. But that's how all these motherfuckers work. So she wanted to get her shit in front of the audience, the gold pumping audience, because she's not going to get, she's connected because she's got, she's got the right bloodline. So she can get in some of these like associations and group to make her look like she's credible. But she's not. She's a fucking joke. But for the most part, even though she's got those connections, she's not going to get really any press, not any major press for the most part, or at least not regular. Okay? So she aligned herself with the doomsday gold pumping crowd. Why? So she could sell her fucking stupid books. Horseshit dumb books. So what she do when she gets on these channels, she talks about, oh yeah, stay out of the stock market. I wouldn't touch the stock market. Buy gold. I got the videos from Greg Hunter. I still have them. Okay? And she does that just to be seen as a good person, part of that community, so people will buy her fucking books. This is how it works, folks. This is how these fucking... Remember, they all have their own fucking MO. You understand? They're all fucking smoke and mirror scammers in one way, shape, or form. I mean, it should be, I think by now you guys realize I know the song and dance on all these motherfuckers. Okay? Nobody in the world has ever devoted as much time and effort to exposing scams and scammers as I have. I know the whole fucking song and dance on all these motherfuckers. Now, there's newer people here I don't know. But these big kingpins that have been around for, many years. The newer faces are the ones, these are the aspiring fraudsters. There you go. Andrew Henderson, passport scammer. Of course he's here. You all understand what I'm saying, folks, why it's important to get a handle on detecting the con men. And once again, if you want to understand, if you want to identify the army of fraudsters, all you got to do is detect one and see who they hang out with. You understand? They're all in a big circle jerk. It's just too predictable. And we're just going 6 months ago. Let's go back. Let's take a look here. It's probably going to take us back, 15 years. 13 years. And this girl was doing it before. She's a fucking bullshit artist. She's a gold pumper with Porter Stansberry. I don't know where she is now. Mark Faber. So apparently these guys were doing shit with thestreet.com, which is a fucking boiler room scam run by Jim Cramer. And of course, just like all these platforms, the Street, you can take a look. You don't believe me. Thestreet.com, or I guess they call themselves the Street, they ain't letting you in unless you are related to their little family. You understand? Okay? It's all one big clusterfuck. Okay? They love to work together against you. Whether it's Street, whether it's Market Watch, okay? I'm telling you right now. terms of getting back as an investor, if it's coming down to here, almost irrespective of what's going on, I have to believe, if I have to make a call in advance, and of course I can change depending on what happens, but I have to believe this is where you want to start doing that 18, 17, around there. Their earnings report is a complete game changer, at least for quite a while. Bottom line, NVIDIA now is going to enter the realm of Tesla, Apple, and all these other big, I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works. I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works.